All right, hey everybody. So I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. A lot of things happened. Um, I'm just gonna tell you what's been happening recently, and then maybe another video I'll get into what has happened over the past 4 years since we've moved to Georgia. But recently, I had a stroke. I could not talk. I could not move the left side of my body. You guys know I work from home, so I haven't really started doing any work. And other than that, I'm just trying to take it easy, get back to things a little at a time. But yes, so you guys have missed us because I got a stroke. So as I'm getting better, I'm back on here doing posting some content. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys 3 different products that you can purchase on Amazon, and I'm gonna put the links in there so that you can, if you guys are interested in buying those, then feel free to go buy them. And that's pretty much what I'll be doing. That's how I'll be making money for now. Let's get right into the video. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be installing, and then I'm going to try to install it. So you're going to come on with me as I do all of this. And yeah, tell me what you guys think. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe down below. So for the first thing that I'm going to be showing you guys, I'll show you how the mop actually works. But I purchased this maybe a month ago, and it's been pretty good. So this is the first time now buying the refill. So I bought this on Amazon. I'll post the link down below where I got it. You get 5 cloths and you get a new solution. So I'll show you how the mop works. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy, but I'll show you guys how it looks and how I use it. Alright, so the next thing that I purchased is this tension shower curtain rod. The one that we had in the bathroom is not working that well, so I bought a new one, and that's pretty straightforward as well, but I will show you guys how it looks when it's opened, and you can go down to the link below to purchase this as well. And then lastly, our shower thing broke. So, I've had a lot of people over here helping me since I've got the stroke, so I don't know who broke it, but the shower head broke, so I got a new one on Amazon. This was only like 23 bucks or something like that, so I'll post this link down below as well. Alright, so there you guys have it. I'm gonna go eat something really quick, and then we'll get into the bathroom and get started. Alright, so while I'm sitting here eating, let me just tell you guys a little bit about the stroke. So I had what's called an ischemic stroke. It happened on the right side of my body, so the left side was pretty much affected. But yeah, so let's just go into a little bit of detail about what was going on in my life. My mom had been texting me to go to the doctor and get checkups done. So I ended up going to see a primary healthcare doctor. When they did my blood work, they found out that my vitamin D was very low, so I was losing energy, and also my sodium was pretty high. Those were the only two things. And then I had a lot of I had high cholesterol, but I had the good cholesterol that was high, so that wasn't an issue. All right, fast forward. Hubby came home for the weekend and he wanted to go out more, so we went out to eat at this margarita bar. We had 2 margaritas, that was it. Went home, and that night, so the next day after we came home that night, I slept the whole day, and that wasn't like me. I'm a very good person when it comes to drinking, so I usually don't have any issues, and especially after just one margarita. Granted, it was pretty big, but so I don't know. Now, before that, I also started taking Ozempic. Don't know if this has anything to do with it either, but I started taking Ozempic so I couldn't eat a lot. So when I had the margarita, I kind of didn't want to finish it, but because we were paying for the alcohol and it was expensive, I tried to finish it. All right, so fast forward, we come home. I'm sleeping the whole day. I can't even remember if I got up to use the bathroom or not. Probably did, but I don't remember it. The next day, same thing. I was sleeping the whole day. My husband was supposed to go back that Monday to work, but he didn't feel comfortable leaving me the way I was. And he was like, I think I need to take you to the doctor. I was like, no, I don't need to go to the doctor. But at that point, he insisted. So he got me dressed. And even that, trying to get dressed was like a task for me. But I got dressed, got in the car, and he took me to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, I just remember us, first of all, we had to go a long way from one side to the other side, so they put me in a wheelchair, but I could walk. But we got there, and when they're trying to check you in and asking you all these questions, I realized, wait a minute, I don't remember my birthday. So I was like, dang, what is my birthday? So at that point, I just pulled out my driver's license. I handed it to my husband, and I was like, hey, you tell them everything because I don't remember. I remember someone looked at us, and he said, this might be a stroke, but we're just going to run some tests to see. And they ran the test and came back, and yes, it was a stroke. So at that point, I don't even remember what happened, but they started hooking me up to a bunch of stuff. They transferred me from that hospital to a different one because the other hospital, I guess, had more stuff when it comes to strokes. They were better prepared to take care of me. So needless to say, at that point, I was now continuing to lose my voice, continuing to lose being able to speak. And I realized my hands were starting to get numb. And I was like, something is going on. But because we didn't know when everything started happening, we didn't want to tell them, hey, this is just now happening. So we were out of the window for the TIA or whatever that thing is that they can give you before treating you, just treating the after the fact of the stroke. So they hooked me up to a bunch of medications, a bunch of different things. I didn't even know that they gave me drugs to relax. But I know someone came in and gave me a pill to sleep every night. I know nurses were coming in throughout the day checking me and stuff. I later found out that they did give me what is that drug? That drug that takes away the pain, basically. I didn't think I got any pain medication, but when I went back and looked at my chart, they gave me a lot of pain medication. So, anyways, I was in ICU for about 2 weeks. In ICU. Once they got me back to like a normal state, they had to make a decision. Okay, do we give her the surgery, which is they're gonna cut one side of my brain and take out the top of my head, whatever. They're gonna cut my brain and take out a piece of it so that it can lose the whatever is in there that's causing the stroke, something like that. I'm not a medical professional, so don't judge me, but it was either that or they were going to try to go no surgery route and just see how I recover. Well, I know that I have a God that is everlasting and ever so real. So I told them I don't need, well, I didn't tell them. I pointed to my husband to tell them, like, no surgery. So he called my mom and talked to her about it. But they could have talked to each other all they wanted. I wasn't doing the surgery. So anyways, they ended up telling them no surgery. And yeah, over time I just got better. The people that come in to do like the therapy and stuff were amazed at how quickly I was recovering. They were like, wow, I know you're younger and stuff, so to be young and having a stroke, you do recover quicker, but this is like phenomenal. But, me personally, I knew the God that I serve, right? So I knew that he was going to bring me out of this. And the crazy part is I couldn't even pray during that time. I couldn't pray. I didn't know how to talk to God. I didn't know what was going on and stuff, but people were around me praying for me. But one thing I learned is you don't even have to pray when you're in a situation like that if you know the power that God gives you. See, a lot of us get into situations where we're sick or, everything is falling apart in front of us and we go to pray. But what God wants you to know is that when he gave you your life and when Jesus went to die for you, he already made a promise to you that he's going to protect you no matter what. So praying and asking for God to protect us, you don't need to pray. You just need God to keep you through it. You see, because he already granted you to have authority to speak the protection over your life. I hope that makes sense. I know I might not be making sense right now because of how I'm talking. I just had a stroke, so bear with me. But I hope you guys grasp the concept of what I'm saying. And if not, then that's okay. We have the rest of our lives for me to teach you guys this. But the point is, you don't have to, when God has a hold on your life, you don't have to pray for protection. He already is doing that for you. But, not everyone understands that. And I'm glad for the family that I did have praying over me. I'm so glad. And I'm so thankful that I can be here with you guys today. And even just, be able to be here. Just being able to get up and see my daughters, see my sons, and see my husband, see my family. It's a blessing. And we don't know how good that blessing is until we get into a situation like that. So anyways, I just wanted to go over how I got the stroke. I don't have any high blood pressure. I don't have any. Oh, so okay, so fast forward now, they're trying to figure out how I got the stroke. Number one, they found that I had a hole in my heart. Most people are either born with the hole or without the hole when they're born. So that could have been how a clot was able to get up to my brain, right? The other thing that we found out while I was in the hospital, because I went into AFib while we were in the hospital, so I found out that I have afibrillation, which is where your heart skips a beat sometimes. So now they have me on 3 medications. Cortisol, which is just something standard that they give you, or cholesterol, I'm sorry. They give you that because you had a stroke. There's no other reason. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have low cholesterol. They're just giving it to me. The second thing is a beta blocker to keep my heart beating steady in place. So that is the Sotalol. That alone makes me super tired. Then there is the blood thinners. So they have me on blood thinners. So what they're thinking is either the hole in my heart or the fact that I had afibrillation could have caused the stroke. So when my heart doesn't beat regularly, that somehow allows clots to form and possibly go to your brain as well. On top of that, I haven't gone to the dentist in a while, and I felt like I had a cavity, but I didn't get it treated. So that could have also caused me to have a stroke. The fact that I was drinking alcohol that night could have caused me to have a stroke. So there's so many different things that could have caused me to have this stroke, other than the normal things that people think of when people have strokes. So anyways, that's where we are with that. We don't know how I got the stroke. We're just trying to prevent one from happening again. So the first thing that we're going to do is install this new shower head set. So I'm going to open it now so you guys can see how it looks. Alright, so here's the manual, but I'm not going to need that, I don't think. But we are going to take out this. So this is the part that's going to go onto the shower. And then this is the shower head. So this is going to go to that, and then this is the hose that we're going to hook up. So let's go into the bathroom. Alright, so we are in our guest bathroom. The first thing I'm going to do is move this stuff. So as you can see, my son took a shower and did not remove his stuff, so I'm going to get all this stuff down and out of here real quick, and then we'll get started. Alright, so we got the curtain down, and as you can see, that's where we're going to be installing the new shower. That's the old one that broke. Wait. So I'm going to set this up right here so you guys can watch me do this. And yeah, let's get started. So. Okay, so now we're doing this thing.
Yeah. Show. Abby,
Goes like that.
Bobby.
And
There come. La, la, la.
we're just gonna read the directions for this one. I'll be right back. Put this side on. Now let's get this side. Looks perfect.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna try to start it. All right, we got it on pretty good. All right, so the next thing we're gonna take apart is this shower curtain rod. So this one, we have a couple things here. We have the extending tube, the connecting long pipes, the connecting short pipes, 2 end caps. You can either put all 3 or none at all. So we're gonna try to put all 3 together and do it like that. Okay, so this one is pretty straightforward. So I'm just gonna go connect them and then I'll come back and show you the results. Okay, so with this one we did not need one of the rods, and I'll show you what I mean. So we were able to do it with just this. So now I'm going to make sure everything looks aligned, because this side looks a little bit higher, and then we will be ready to go. Okay, looks good. Alright, so you guys have the gist of things, but so far it looks good. So I will catch you guys back in a second. Alright, so that is done. And then we have to fix over here, but that is for another video. But other than that, guys, here is the Swiffer mop. So it's pretty straightforward. Once it's hooked in, you have the power mop down there, and you just push this button. It will spray out some water, and you just mop. So it's pretty straightforward. But anyways, guys, I know this was a long video, but I just wanted to have you guys get the gist of everything that's going on. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and all the above.